Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to look at a few topics. First, we want to talk about an incident where a disabled man was killed by his son in Portmore. Second, we want to give you a follow-up to the incident that took place in Bedwood Gardens in Augustown. We want to give you the identity of the men. But first up, we want to talk about this situation that happened in Greater Portmore, where I told you that Jamaica is not a real place based on the fact that all type of age group is being killed. All type of persons are being killed by some of these woodlums and some of these persons. Sometimes it's even family members. And this seemed to be the case in this situation where I'm going to talk about, where 52-year-old disabled man was allegedly killed by his 21-year-old son in Greater Portmore. And it has left the family in turmoil. Residents are equally shocked about the tragedy which unfolded at about 8:50 p.m. on Monday, and it claimed the life of 52-year-old Dalbert Edwards. Edwards had previously suffered a stroke, which left him disabled and needing assistance to move about. But Edwards had a son who was not living with him for a while, but recently he came there to live with him. And that's when the unthinkable decided to happen. Now, Edward's son came to live with him almost a month before he took his life. Persons in and around the community are saying that they heard a cry for murder, and when they came to his assistance, Edward's doors were closed. They called the police came and forced the door open, and they found Edward with multiple stab wounds lying in the bathroom. Now, persons are saying Mr. Edwards was a good man. However, the situation between him and his son seemed as if it was not going right, and even Edward's daughter encouraged Edwards to leave. Right? She, Marvet Edwards, is the sister of Dalbert Edwards, and she expressed concern for Edwards' safety and had asked him to move out of the home, but he refused. Well, you can understand that because maybe he is the person who owns the house. He worked hard his entire life to build the house, and sometimes he doesn't want to leave these elderly people. They don't want to leave and be a burden to anybody, so they rather stay in their house. But at the same breath, a 21-year-old son, right? I haven't heard of any mental situation with him, and he decided whatever disagreement he and his dad have, due to the fact that his father was not mobile, he took advantage of it and decided to kill his father. Now, sometimes in life, it might be sad for me to say this, but sometimes as a parent, if you and a child don't have a bond for years, it makes no sense for you to come and let them live with you, because sometimes they have issues, they have underlying issues with you, and the simplest thing, they will resort to violence. And we are living in a Jamaica today that doesn't seem to care about solving any problems in a simple, quiet, and orderly manner. Jamaicans these days tend to solve their problem violently, right? And whatever problem this young man had with his father, he decided that he's going to stab him to death, even though his dad was not mobile. He was disabled. But it's a sad story. This case should not be hard to be solved from the police. The police are seeking his son. Well, as a matter of fact, the police have taken him into custody, but they are yet to formally charge him. But, as I said, sad times are ahead, and these are the situations that the elderly faces in Jamaica especially when it's not family, it's by the hoodlums. But at the end of the day, we just have to keep praying and hope that some semblance of normalcy, some persons will have a change of heart, some persons will have a change of behavior, and we will find the crime rate spiraling down, trending downwards instead of going up. But let me know what you think in the comment section. The other news I want to tell you about is a situation that took place in Manningsville Road in St. Andrew, where a licensed firearm holder reportedly shot and killed a gunman on Manningsville Road on Tuesday. The deceased has been identified as 36-year-old Mark Chang of Spanish Town, St. Catherine address. The police say at about 2:10 a.m., Chang was observed behaving menacingly close to the intersection of Whitehall Avenue and Manningsville Road. From persons on hand, he was reportedly behaving boisterously and violently, and when he was approached by the licensed firearm holder, Chang decided to leave and come back with his machine. But when he came back, the licensed firearm holder, he fired several shots at the licensed firearm holder, who took evasive action, returned the fire, and Chang was killed. The gun was seized and handed over to the police. Now, these situations continues to bother law-abiding citizens in Jamaica, because these men, when they have an illegal firearm, they are indiscriminate as it relates to what they do with it. They don't care when, how they will discharge it. And when they do whatever they do, they don't care about innocent lives that are around. And as you can see, a few weeks ago, or a couple of days ago, a video that circulated down there in St. James, where the gunmen went to the shop and killed a 15-year-old schoolboy and his little brother, no less than 5 years old or 4 years old, was walking up and down, and it is only the mercy of God that child was not killed. Now, these hoodlums, these so-called bad men, they have their weapon and they feel like you and them cannot have any form of disagreement without their leaving, going for their weapon, and come back and take lives. Well, Mark Chang learned the hard way. And because he learned the hard way, he's no longer with us. Because he started to behave in a particular manner. He was approached by the licensed firearm holder, who scolded him about his behavior. He went for his firearm and came back. Now, clearly, he wanted to take the life of Chang. He wanted to take the life of the licensed firearm holder. Now, the licensed firearm holder was lucky enough, based on what we are reading, that he took evasive action, and he returned the fire, and Chang was hit. Well, sad times for Chang. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But bravery, based on the report that the police is giving, bravery was the order of the day for the licensed firearm holder, and he managed to save his life and maybe persons around him. But Chang, indiscriminate behavior, violence producer, is no longer with us because of his bullyism and the thought that he could take somebody else's life. But as I said, sad times, and we hope some of these upcoming gunmen will make a change for the better, and knowing that once you get yourself caught up in this type of game, you play stupid game, you win stupid prizes, and the prize you win is a spot either at Dovecut or Meadows. But let me know what you think in the comment section. This today, but I don't feel it, you know. I want to get the identity of them boy away. Police kill. And finally, we want to give you an update as it relates to the identity of the 5 gunmen who were fatally shot during confrontation between a police military operation in Bedford Gardens, August Town. They have been identified, and some of them, based on what we are hearing from persons in and around the community, these men, none of these guys were innocent. The persons who were killed are Akeem McLean, aka Keely, Colin Migners, otherwise called Speng, well-known violence producer we hear in the Augustown area, O'Neill Dixon, otherwise called Dell, Tafari Dell, Jelani Palmer. Those are the persons that were killed in the operation, the joint military police operation in Bedford Gardens, Augustown. 7 guns were recovered during this operation, and a soldier was also believed to have been injured in this gun battle. But if you're familiar with Augustown and Bedford Gardens area, these criminals took to the hills. So it had to be a very well put together operation, and we commend the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaica Defense Force in carrying out this operation. Now, clearly, based on what you see, based on the pictures that you see, it would appear that the police catch them off guard and they were not ready for a battle with the cops. But one of these men that were killed in the operation, if you remember maybe a month ago or so, a video came out, a picture came out of this man who held up and robbed a woman at the university hospital, and the camera caught him with her bag going away. He's reported to have been killed in this operation. But I gave you all the relevant details yesterday. I just came back here to give you the identity of these men. Akeem McLean, Colin Mignos, O'Neill Dixon, Tafari Dell, Jelani Palmer. Those were the persons who were taken out by the security forces yesterday. Well, it was a very good day for the security forces yesterday, and we hope a lot of these gunmen will rethink their action based on what transpired in Bedford Gardens yesterday. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Your opinion and mine can be different respectfully. Keep watching My Opinion TV. Remember, look out for the children, look out for a loved one, take care of a neighbor, and most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.